Alright guys, we've got a little star break here. If I get down here low enough you can see it. And we're at the temperature right now that it's warm enough sometimes that I can use my medium resin, but it's cool enough that I'm still using my CR resin because I want to get these lines to fill all the way. And if I use the medium resin, I can't get the lines to fill all the way without opening and closing them. So it's 45 degrees right now, and that's the tipping point between 45 and 50 as to whether, and the windshield is cool to the touch. So we're going to use the CR resin. If the windshield was facing the sun and it was warm to the touch, I would use the medium resin. But it's cool to the touch right now, so we're using CR resin. And I don't think it's quite 45 degrees. My phone says 45 on the weather app, but I don't actually think it's quite 45. I think it's more like 41 or 42. Of course, they take their weather readings in some of the apps that I use for my phone. Some of the phone apps. They take their weather readings in the sun, not in the shade. So being in the sun, it feels great. It feels wonderful being in the sun. It feels like it's 45 in the sun, but the windshield is cool to the touch in the shade. So, and I say the shade because up here where it's in the sun, it's warm. Down here it's cool because the sun's not quite getting all the way over the top of the vehicle. So we're using the CR resin, and I shouldn't have to flex these lines. Shouldn't, I say. We're having a heat wave, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a heat wave. It's 45 degrees. It's not 45. They say it is, but it's not. But we are going to get up to 50 degrees today. So once we hit about a little over 45 degrees, I can use my medium resin instead of the CR resin, and that's going to be the CR resin does a great job. I just don't like having to use the thin resin, the low viscosity, the LV resin. I don't like using it because I can't ever get a good full invisible chip with the LV resin. So I prefer either using the CR or the medium, the MV. Don't really much care for using the light viscosity if I can avoid it at any, at all. If I can avoid it at all, I don't like using it. She's filling in nice. Takes a little time. Somebody asked me why I sniffle so much, and it's because it's cold. I don't sniffle when it's warm, but when it's cold, I sniffle. A lot of people sniffle when they're cold. It doesn't mean they're sick. I just sniffle a little bit when it's cold, that's all. I'm not sick, I'm not dying, anything else. I'm just sniffling because it's cold, and I ride a motorcycle, so I get affected by the cold a little more than most people do. We're going to get my little probe out here. Maybe if I can get the zipper open. There we go. I'm trying to keep it shaded, even though I don't really think I need to, because the sun's not actually hitting it. I just don't want the sun to hit it. And the sun is coming up a little higher in the sky, so you'll notice when I do this, I open it and close it, open it and close it. I'm not just holding steady pressure on it. That's why I don't get cracks. So I'm not just holding steady pressure on it. I'm giving the chance for the glass. I'm giving the glass the chance to relax down. I never just hold steady pressure on it, but that very, very tip of this line's not filled, and I would really like it to fill. And the very, very tip of that line on the other side isn't filled either. And I would like it to fill. I keep my probe close to the tool, so I'm not pushing on the end of the line or in the middle of the line, opening it up. I'm pushing at the base of the line to open it. Open and close, open and close. And this top line's not quite full yet either. I didn't want to have to probe these lines, but sometimes you just have to do what you don't want to do. Even though I didn't want to have to probe them, I've got to probe them to get them to fill all the way. I want them to fill in all the way. Now we got a vacuum on it. We're going to probe them again because that'll draw the air out of the lines. I've said it before in another video. It's the same concept as pushing the resin in. As you're pushing the resin in and you open and close the lines, that forces the resin farther up the line. And when you pull a vacuum on it and you open and close the lines, that opens the line so the air can get sucked out and allow the resin to flow farther up the line. So I do it both ways. I probe them when I'm pressurizing, and I probe them when I got a vacuum on them. Both ways. Because it helps. I've had people tell me, oh, you should never probe the glass when it's got a vacuum on it. You can cause a crack. How are you going to cause a crack? You don't have any pressure on your tool at all. No pressure going into the lines whatsoever. No, people just talk. They don't know, because they don't do what I do. They just talk. Like I said in another video, I've been doing this a long time. So I'm pretty familiar with probing the lines and such, and getting them to fill. Like this bottom one here. I probed it while I had it under a vacuum, and I saw the air going up the line, back to the tool. And now I'm probing it while it's under pressure, because if I can probe it while it's under pressure, that forces the resin to go farther up the line. And I want that very tip to fill. Same as that one back there. I want that tip to fill in. So we probe them while they're under pressure. Just open and close, open and close. I never just sit there and hold pressure on it. Ever. Rarely, I should say. You've seen me do that in one video when it was really, really cold. I went ahead and held the line open for a little bit longer than I normally would. But I rarely do that. I just open and close, open and close. Like on a chip like this, when it's this cool, I'll count to like 2 seconds. I'll hold it open for like 2 seconds at the longest. Now this is the second chip I've done for this gentleman. The first chip I did didn't turn out quite as invisible because that was one of those times where I had to use my low viscosity resin because it was so cold that I couldn't use my CR resin, either of my thicker resins. I had to use my thin resin. And the tip came out okay, just not as visible as I like to get them. I really like to get my chips invisible if I can. As invisible as possible anyway. And I usually do a pretty good job of it. Now you'll see as summer comes around, I was saying something in another video about how you see me do this in the heat, but you haven't seen that yet. That was on the other channel that accidentally got deleted. So as temperatures warm up and as summer comes around and as things get warmer, you will see me using different techniques for filling chips. I have different techniques for winter, spring, summer, and fall. Well, I should say for hot weather and cool weather and cold weather. I have a little bit different techniques for all three. And I believe we are filled. They're just going to look like hairlines. I don't know about this line right here. I can't see it from the other angle. Just make sure it's filled in all the way. Wrong rag. We are looking good, my friends. I love it when a plan comes together. Boy, this car is so dirty, the dirt's just falling off the top of the windshield down onto the part that I'm working on. Now I'm having a hard time seeing where the lines were to get the resin to cover them. I think that'll do her. One piece of tape, so that means that that chip was less than a ½ inch wide. I think this tape is a ½ inch wide. If I can cover the entire chip with one piece of tape, that means it wasn't quite a ½ inch. So, because we're not facing the sun, I can use my light on it. We'll cure it up real good. Sorry about the sniffles. If it bothers you, there's nothing I can do about it. I can blow my nose 50 times a day and it'll still keep running because it's cold. And I'm not going to blow my brains out through my nose trying to get my nose to quit running. That doesn't help. Blowing your nose constantly does not help. And my doctor told me the same thing. She was like, you can blow your nose all you want, and all you're doing is damaging the mucous membranes inside your nose by blowing it constantly. You're not really helping. Your nose is never going to quit sniffling until it warms up. You're just one of those people that sniffles in the cold. It just happens. But I am not one of those people that's going to let snot run down over my mustache. That's disgusting. I've seen people that were just refused to sniff, and they got snot just running down their mustache, and it's, or their top lip, and it's just disgusting. I'd rather sniffle a little bit than have snot all over my face. Anyway, it's not quite warm enough for me to quit sniffling yet, but it will be. It's coming that time of year. Spring is almost here. If I remember correctly, once it gets above 60 degrees, I rarely sniffle. So that's a beautiful thing. That should be cured up enough. I always hate it when somebody parks this close to the curb because I'm standing on that slope. I have to point my toes down and stand on the slope in order to do the repair, and it's very uncomfortable on my ankles. Remember, I'm 59 years old. So sometimes things that aren't uncomfortable for a 30-year-old will be uncomfortable for me. but I still do my job. I still do what I'm supposed to do. Still do what I'm supposed to do. Can't remember who used to say that. I had a friend that used to say that. They couldn't say supposed to, apparently. So they'd say, I'm supposed to do this. Like a post. Like a post in the ground. I'm supposed to do this. Alright, ladies and germs. That was a pretty good one at the beginning. Now she looks beautiful. Gorgeous repair. Just gorgeous, I'm telling you. That's a gorgeous repair. Alright, get my fingerprints off the mirror. And we'll call that one done. Alright, my friends, hit the like button, click the subscribe button, share the video, throw me some love. I will see you. Oh yeah, there's my bike. Just so you know. I'm still riding my bike all year round. So, I will see you in my next video.